out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. The run to the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass. It's Brewer. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Scrambling away.
Get him.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the Quarterback a sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
He lost one down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And no surprise, I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Give to the single back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, You go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll give it to the back.
These niggas ain't no slouches.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose in third down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Line getting set on second down. On the run, it's Smarts. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. on the option. He'll pitch it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the back. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, not much wiggle room.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Oh, he can't shit. I already see it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Dogs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front do.
He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! And once he got loose, it was all over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab on the left side. The expressway is wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he puts through the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going up top on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to the air one more time. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing. They're on 3rd and long. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Off he goes. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.